Now on RTE Radio 1 at midnight, it's time to join Ryan Clark in the newsroom.
It's 12 o'clock. Good morning from the newsroom. Thousands of people took to the streets of Dublin city centre yesterday to call for government action to address the rising cost of living and the housing crisis in Budget 2023, which will be announced next week. Our Consumer Affairs correspondent, Joe Magraylig.
Today's march brought many thousands of people out on the streets of Dublin to protest about the rising costs of living. It began in Parnell Square and ended in Merrion Square, where crowds were addressed by a number of speakers, including Sinn Féin President Mary Lou MacDonald, Richard Boyd Barrett of People Before Profit, and homeless campaigner Father Peter McVerry. There were rolling road closures in the city centre while the march took place, and many onlookers watched the array of banners and posters carried by union members, students, opposition politicians, civic groups and ordinary people who took part. The message from the Cost of Living Coalition to the government: cut costs on people in next Tuesday's budget. Joe McGrady, RTE News, Dublin City Centre.
The Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov has accused the United States of trying to turn the entire world into its own backyard through sanctions imposed since Moscow's invasion of Ukraine in February. Addressing the United Nations General Assembly in New York, Mr. Lavrov said the US and its allies had sought to destroy his country.
Washington is trying to turn the entire world into its own backyard. And the way of doing this is through unlawful unilateral sanctions, which have been for many years used in violation of the Charter and used as a tool of political blackmail. The cynicism here is obvious because these restrictions hit civilians.
South Korea's military says that North Korea has fired an unidentified ballistic missile into the Sea of Japan. The missile launch comes days after a nuclear-powered US aircraft carrier arrived in the region ahead of joint drills. The launch, part of a record-breaking blitz of weapons tests this year by North Korea, also comes after reports that Pyongyang could be preparing to fire a submarine-launched ballistic missile. And the weather. Dry tonight, but cloud will build with scattered showers extending into the north and northwest by morning. Lowest temperatures of 3 to 8 degrees. And that's all for now. We'll have more news at 1.